So here on my hand is the Xiaomi 17T, and I believe that you may have followed me through the 5 days of my YouTube shorts using the phone from day 1 to day 5, and also a day 0 showing the unboxing experience of the phone. So if you start from there, I feel that it is a good thing that Xiaomi included the charger, the cable, as well as a free case, and that makes the overall unboxing experience worth for the price that you pay for it. And speaking about the price, it costs $799, which I feel that it is a little pricey. But if you factor in the pre-order gift, which is the Redmi Pad 9.7, that will net you down to about $600. So I feel that that is a reasonable price to ask for. So for this particular phone, I believe it comes in 3 different colors, and the one I pick is Opal White, if I get the name correctly. And I kind of like it because of how the back of the phone looks pretty without the case. And comes to configuration, mine is 256 gigs of internal storage, and the next variant is 512. So in terms of the processor, this is using the Dimensity 8500 Ultra paired with 12 gigs of RAM, and I feel that the day-to-day experience is definitely more than sufficient with what it is provided. So when it comes to playing games, or you taking photos, videos, or just browsing social medias, this phone performs perfectly alright. But the only issue I notice is through Telegram. So when I take a tele bubble using the back camera, I notice that you'll switch from the main to the tele macro camera. So the transition of the camera lens make it feel as though it is lagging. But if it only uses the main camera and rely on digital zoom, I feel that the lagness will not be present at all. And speaking about cameras, I like how this phone has a wide variety of cameras. Although the ultra wide camera here is a little weak at 12 megapixel, I feel that it is kind of usable except during the night time, as you can see that it is a little weak. But the telemacro or the periscope lens, together with the main camera and the selfie camera, all of these 3 lenses are really nothing to complain about. And in terms of the battery life, I believe this phone is equipped with 6500 mAh of battery. I really like how the battery can last for 2 days, at least for my usage. And I feel that the charging may be a little slow, but given the fact that this phone is close to 7000 mAh of battery paired with the 67 watt of fast charging, I feel that it is reasonably alright to be fully charged in about 1 hour or slightly more than that. Other things about the phone I like is the fingerprint sensor. I feel that it is fast and accurate and there is no issue whatsoever. I like how thin the bezel of the phone is, and I like the texture and the color of the back of the phone. I feel that the phone is reasonably slim. And when it comes to the things which I do not like of is probably HyperOS. There are certain minor things which I dislike. So starting with the control panel, I feel that it should not be a long press to switch to auto brightness or switching between mute and unmute for the speaker. I feel that it should be a one-tap thing. And in terms of the large folder, I feel that it should not be an accumulated notification count at the top right corner of the folder. I feel that it should be shown for the individual apps. Then in terms of bloatware or pre-installed applications, there are of course the standard Google and Xiaomi apps. And there are a couple of other apps included which are not related to them. Of course, all these apps can be easily uninstalled, but of course this is additional steps that you have to do so. Then in terms of ads where Xiaomi may be guilty of, I do not seem to find any ads whatsoever throughout my phone usage. The only thing that is closest to it is probably the today's recommendation. However, whether I check or uncheck the option, I feel that there is no difference whatsoever in terms of suggested apps or recommended apps appearing on the folder. So all in all, I feel that there are more to like than dislike for this phone. And if you ask me whether I would consider the Pro instead of the regular one, I feel that the regular is definitely more than suffice. So yeah, this is my first device that I've tested in the last 2 to 3 years of my YouTube creation, and I hope that this shall not be the last video that I'll create. And if you make it till the end of this video, I really appreciate and I'd like to thank you. And I shall see what device to test next. I guess I shall end off the old way, which is thanks for watching.